Hello, this is Ixion, and welcome to the MagCast. Please refrain from wearing galoshes when listening to the MagCast.
Okay.
Really?
No, that's what I said. Da, 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 da,
No, it is syncing the audio to nothing.
Yes, to nothing. Okay. Hello, guys. This is Ixion, and welcome to MagCon Prime 2014, where we are having the MagCast. Yay!
What's the MagCast?
What's the Mag? The MagCast is a podcast.
Oh, is that thing? Oh, is that coming back?
It is having a special here today at MagCon.
Yeah,
I think it's worthwhile.
right.
So, yeah.
We should have invited the creepy guy from the lobby.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no.
what to say.
No,
Oh.
we don't want that guy.
We don't need that. Anyway. So F you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's just go around right quick and see how everybody is doing. So let's start with Dre.
Hi.
Dre's here. Micah's here.
It's like when you want to
Lance
get
is
picked in
here.
class.
Lentis is present.
Alan might participate.
Hello, of course.
Reasons.
K-Jack is here.
So other people hear my voice.
K-Jack made an sound, and we have Fayora here.
Hello.
So this is our panel right now.
Yep. Now,
So-
is this
Our tribunal.
is
I don't really
this
see it as a panel. I see it's just a bunch of people that listen to my opinion about things.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's true.
So is this?
So the first topic, MagCon. How's it going?
It sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Total
don't
ass.
have
It's
to
kind
do
of boring when you guys.
Last year was so
like
much
Magic.
better.
Oh,
PAX East is so much better.
PAX East.
I'll admit
Is-
Dempsey's probably way better.
Yeah, it probably is better. It's better.
Yeah,
If
but
I-
you
a lot
guys
better.
aren't there.
yeah, if I had to choose one, I would go to PAX East.
Me
But
too.
since I can't, I'm here.
Is that the
Well, you could always arrange this and then just leave us hanging.
Yeah.
That is true. That'd be amazing to do.
But we don't
So-
like having lots of people, so.
Mm-hmm.
No.
But,
All right, so let's just get just a quick around. Dre.
What's your thoughts on MagCon this year?
Yeah.
I already said.
Okay. My guy.
I placed third in the decathlon. I feel pretty good about
That's
myself.
All right. Lantis.
Been having fun, just good old fashioned hanging out, playing some Magic. We played a bunch of Cards Against Humanity last night, and that was,
Hilarious.
oh my gosh, that was, for
The,
anybody who was
the
on,
most uncomfortable, horrific thing. I won, by the way.
yeah, and you can feel ashamed of
Yeah, that
yourself.
just
That-
makes
that-
you the worst person here.
Probably the worst I've ever met.
Right back at you, buddy.
That's why we're pals.
So, Alan, how about you?
I mean, I'm having a great time. I always have a great time at MagCon, you know. And I'm a widely declared MagCon Magic champion.
Yeah, this is the person
That lost the big game.
that lost the big game to
Sometimes,
Sharons.
sometimes I have to let, you know, the peasants have a shot. So they
Yeah, that's why
See-
you get to be careful.
See, this is why we're friends.
Now I know why Ixion is game Louise.
Because the only thing bigger than his power is his heart.
Exactly.
Oh, whatever. Don't.
Are you talking about me or him?
Ego.
Yeah.
No, I'm getting.
Oh.
That's
I disagree with all statements after.
No, it doesn't matter. Hey, Jack, how about you?
I got fourth in the decathlon. Fuck this place. I'm not coming back.
Alright,
But you
No,
won
no.
tissues.
It's been great. I mean, it's always fun.
alright, we'll see you next year.
Yeah.
Alright, and.
I'll come next year as long as they have a trophy for me to be Magic champion this time. I never won a decathlon. I suck ass. So
Okay.
I need to be Magic champion
There
declared.
should be a magic tournament next year. It could be
Maybe
fun.
they should. Actually, I didn't think there were so many people
I'll
who were
play.
going to be be so decent.
Maybe I'll start
So
buying cards
decent?
again.
So decent?
Look,
Wow.
I didn't want to stroke anybody's members here.
Members.
Let's try to think of
That's
this.
even worse.
Yeah.
I think the statement was stroke ego, not members.
Wow.
What the hell? What kind of party is this? That was almost as creepy as the old guy in the lobby.
Alright, just
Oh,
in case
man.
we didn't explain this, there's this guy
Yeah, let's get
the
that
entire weekend we've been here. Elderly gentleman with a cane, short white hair, glasses, and all he does is stay in the lobby and creep. Like, so
He
bad.
talks to everyone.
Yeah, like earlier this morning, Ixion was coming up the stairs, and literally the old guy was right behind him.
Following. It was dragging him to us. And he was just sitting there, like, we're
He
all
might walk
upstairs at
in.
a table, and he's like, just standing there, I'm like, not even doing anything, and I'm like, oh, I'm about to go back to the room. Later, guys.
He was lurking over us when we were eating breakfast, but I escaped. I'm sorry.
Leaving me behind.
Left him for
I'm
dead.
sorry. You have to protect
Leopard
your own
head.
sanity.
So, like, one of the topics of conversation that they had with Ix and Alan was, I hope y'all don't think I'm racist. I mean, I dated more black chicks than white chicks.
Girls.
Or
I'm
girls.
sorry.
I don't remember what he
And
said.
I'm totally utterly
Grown-ass
convinced
women
that he does not
calling
need
girls.
that cane to walk. He moves far too quickly to conversations.
That's where his old man swagger, man.
It's his prop.
He has a prop. I'm scared.
But
It's his whoopee stick.
Yeah.
That's what he like clubs you in the back of the head with
Yeah.
when he gets you alone, so he can drag you into a room.
Yeah, when he's following you upstairs, Ix, I saw him eyeballing you, man. He's
That's
I
I
gotta tell you,
everybody.
that's his prop, just like the van is a prop for a rapist.
So this
Okay, but so anyway, this is not the point
Okay.
of the cast.
This is the man cast.
all band
This
cast.
is the point of the cast. Get off topic.
Yeah. But Faye, you were saying.
You know, I'm gonna take this opportunity to add the previous conversation first.
Okay.
That guy
Oh, boy.
sounds like a Maniac Mansion villain that just
Oh,
holds over
gosh.
to you.
Wow.
This weekend I learned truly that even though I watched Toddlers and Tiaras from morbid curiosity and laughed my ass off, nothing compares to the real thing.
Oh my god.
There was a child beauty pageant at MagCon this year.
It's
It was
hilarious.
utterly disturbing.
Okay. Can we rephrase that? There was not a child beauty pageant at MagCon.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because that makes it sound real bad.
I'm sorry.
There was a child beauty pageant in the same hotel
Yeah,
as
right.
MagCon this
Yeah,
year.
I tell you what, there's nothing better than watching a little bitty 5-year-old girl
In a
running
cat
up and down
suit.
and walking up and down the hallway in a skimpy cat suit, dolled up in more makeup than a $10 hooker.
Okay, here's my thing though. I overheard something at breakfast today. The pageant mommies were in full effect this morning, all of them with their kids. And this mom goes, "Wow, she has dark circles under her eyes. I should have those, not her." And I'm like, "Yes, that's right, but you shouldn't laugh at that."
Like, that's a bad thing. Your little child should not be having.
Oh god,
So
it
bad.
was
Breakfast must be
something.
the scene to see stuff from
Look,
the pageant,
and
because I
what's-
saw some stuff at breakfast too.
And what's the worst thing about this is that a pageant like that's going on with the dude, the old man kind of guy being around
Just
here,
follow it around.
following like.
And
I don't want. If I had a little girl, I didn't want her to be around that creeping old man, right? Much less dolled up like that. That's a combination
It's
for
weird.
tragedy.
There's also
Yeah, I-
little boys. They have a handsome competition.
Yeah, you know,
Oh man, that's
Really?
bad.
I
They have to
actually,
dress in tuxes. and
I actually
shit.
saw one of the girls, I guess, grandparents, like, I guess,
Maybe.
with like a Team Chloe shirt.
Oh,
on.
she had her own billboard and all.
Yeah.
It would be really a waste of everybody's time if she didn't at least top. She had to at least get to the top of the competition to make that worthwhile.
I'll get
Yeah.
back on topic of MagCon's been pretty awesome, I have to say. Cards Against Humanity has been my favorite so
Oh
far.
my gosh.
Yeah, that means that we're all going to hell.
Two
Yeah.
words. Two
Yeah.
words.
Yeah.
Judge Judy.
Oh man.
And I have to take pride because I did that one.
It was
At
really.
least if I have to burn in hell, I have my friends around.
Maybe.
Should
What are we talking
we even
about?
go into that?
No.
Okay,
Okay.
look, we streamed our entire playthrough of
Yeah, we
Cards
did.
of Humanity. If you were there,
You were there.
you were there. You saw
It's not
everything.
going up.
It's not.
No,
yeah,
that's not ever going to be recorded and put on.
Dude.
I don't think so.
As far
I
as
think
you're
that would
concerned, it
literally
never
count as some type of,
Hate crime.
Harassment.
Yeah, that'd be a hate crime. Just, but you're under arrest.
Oh, that's right. I think we violate every single one of the Geneva Conventions.
Okay. Well, I think we got everybody's opinion on that.
What about your own?
Yeah,
What about
What are
mine?
you doing?
No one cares.
Yeah, who cares?
Okay. Well, never mind. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares about the cameraman.
I'm just
care.
the host of MagCon,
I want to hear.
RPGMMAG.com, the MagCast too.
Well, yeah,
WildOnLines.com.
that's been going real well lately.
Grandma.com.
What?
What?
Wild
Grandma
albinos.
Oh, okay. That was something. No, okay, never mind. That's besides the point. Anyway, so let's get into some site news and all. Before MagCon went off, the Mag got a big update, which was 6.1, which is Killer Tofu, and that has been out for a couple of weeks.
Yep.
Where do you, or how do you like it, and do you see any way to be improved?
Do you like it?
Did you like it?
I wrote that down actually.
Posting new Let's Plays is a lot more streamlined now.
Yeah, it was kind of bad before.
Because of the, seemingly well-received experience system from the chat, the experience is now pushed throughout the entire site. Anything you can do can award you experience, and that seems to be like a step in the right direction as far as like bringing the whole project of what is V6 together, and I think that's going to be good.
And if you get 1 billion experience points, Ixion will personally come over to your house and install a CD pizza maker tray.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yes. Like, it's, oh, yes, really. I will install a pizza machine into your CD drive. It was supposed to be part of 6.2, but I figured that people should get a billion experience.
A billion. Even
So, yes, I will do that.
Awesome.
Yes. So that was Dre and Lantis. How about you, Mayo?
Fuck your site, never going back.
Back to
Falafel?
Yeah, after falafel, never going back.
I actually never been there, but Killer Tofu sounds awesome.
Oh,
These
yeah.
are the best band in the universe.
We
forever
know,
and ever.
we know we hit it big when we get drive-by trollings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, oh, too bad SK is not here because
Yeah.
Cause
Actually, SK just hasn't been here much at
Well,
all.
Yeah.
Don't troll SK.
well, basically,
Oh, he's not.
you, Lantis, and SK
You're
For-
an idiot.
hating Final Fantasy 13
Oh yeah.
are cocksuckers.
And we deserve
Wow,
a
you
can
you're
a
doing great
hammer
for
to
your
the
first
face.
one, man.
Oh, I win.
You got the best word in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your writing style is very.
I know. I need if you
Cock
could
with your ass.
could you please find me a hammer so I can bury my face into it.
Normally things talk.
Yeah.
That's Final Fantasy 13 4.
Oh gosh.
He's gonna be dressed up like snow.
Oh yeah, that's right. And okay, so we got. What about UK that you don't? You only know about like just overall things, but like the theme was part of that. You could comment on the theme that you saw.
Yeah. Ooh, no, actually, I know quite. I don't do a lot of stuff with the mag, but I am on the mag relatively
Periodically.
frequently. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
I normally log in like once a week or so and look around. And I mean,
Yeah.
from what I've seen and from what I know, they look like they are good improvements in the right direction. So, I mean, I'm always down for that. I mean, fuck your white mage shit, but whatever.
Wow.
Wow. Oh.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Yay for options, but fuck that option.
But
Wow.
that's icy tech.
I mean, yeah,
incarnated.
good, and if anyone likes it and wants to do
Go
it,
fuck yourself.
good for them, but go fuck themselves. Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Because it's the wrong choice.
you heard it here
know?
first.
What is the right choice, KJ?
Not that.
Headstrong fighter.
Black man.
Yeah, actually, Everybody in here, what
Black would be awesome.
what theme do you actually have?
Sir J.
Yeah, well, yeah, sorry too.
I've been using the black mage thing.
Okay.
I haven't really had the chance to change yet.
Yeah, well, so
Oh, but you would choose white mage, I guess.
Maybe I'll have to look over the site.
Yeah, by all means. My guy.
Black mage all day, every day.
Dark things win.
I'm still on headstrong.
Headstrong. Well, Alan, you don't really do it, but what would you choose? Like,
Yeah,
I don't like white mage just because K-Jack doesn't like it.
And black mage.
It'd be fun. Alan's answer is what side?
and Faye.
Headstrong fighter.
Ah,
Red's best.
you know, I actually use all three.
Better than red.
Excuse me, guys. Red is canon for the mag.
It actually is. It's actually canon. But yeah, so I have 3 different sites. That I have like my local, my beta, and my live.
One for each.
So now I have 1 for each. So it helps me stay up. But when
So does the beach ride.
shut up.
Especially black mage and white mage.
That's not really
They
the.
help you stay up.
It's yes, as in aware of what environment I'm in. So I don't like.
That's
delete
that's
the
what
site.
keeping it up means.
Yes, I
Got it.
and also my dick.
Oh man, you just said that.
Okay, well now we got that out the way. Why don't we head over to just the gaming news a little bit? You know.
Well, the thing is, since the last time we recorded a MagCast till now, there's more
So
gaming
much
news
stuff has
that we
happened.
would never be able to cover it all because we goofed.
Yeah, but you know, just screw all that stuff. Like the world's changed. We're starting with
Let's hit the
local stuff.
highlights.
Local stuff. And just a couple of things in here.
Well, remind me, when was the last time we had MagCast?
Last year.
Yeah. It's been so nice to be able to play games.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Well, what's everyone been playing? Maybe you should ask that.
Well,
Like in your free time.
yeah, sure, why not? In your free time, what have you been playing?
I'll go last on this.
There you go.
Okay, let's start back. Let's start backwards.
It's like the
Hey,
decathlon.
what have you been playing? What are you playing now?
Advance Wars 2.
Okay, awesome.
But I've been playing Bravely Default and Yoshi's New Island. Is that what they're calling it?
Yes. How's Yoshi's doing?
I think the levels are pretty good, but the bosses probably aren't as good as the first one.
Well, here's my question: is it better or worse than Yoshi's Island DS?
It's probably better in Yoshi's Island DS by a long shot.
Oh, that's good.
And it has a graphical style like Yoshi's Story, but it does not play like Yoshi's Story at all.
Oh, thank you. Okay,
But yeah, it's about
K-Jack, what are you playing?
Yeah.
I've been playing Bravely Default, which is freaking amazing. Highly recommend it. I play the crap out of Path of Exile, or I've been playing Path of Exile with, the MAG members.
Mm-hmm.
So also a great game if you love Diablo clones, which I do. And a little bit of loadout with you guys, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've been playing. I don't know. I've been playing most of the stuff that I normally do, I suppose. Maybe the only offshoot thing is I've been playing. What is it? I can't remember what the hell it's called. Valda's Story on Steam.
Huh.
And it's a side scroller.
I have it.
Yeah, it's actually like really nice. Like if you like the whole like Castlevania or Metroidish style games, it's really nice. I mean, I don't think it's very expensive. I think it's like $10 or something like that. So
Okay.
it's a pretty good pickup.
Cool.
By the way, I looked up when the last MagCast was. It was September 23rd.
That was a
Okay.
good day.
Oh yeah, it was shortly before V6 actually.
Yep.
Wow.
Dang, we cut that a little short, didn't we?
Just a little bit. Bang. What about you?
Shaking her head and just.
What about you, Alan?
I just recently beat Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. It is epic. It's really, really great. I really felt like a pirate. I catch myself at home cleaning, singing pirate shanties sometimes.
That's awesome.
It is.
Nice.
It's great to feel immersed in a game and I really, really, really enjoyed the main protagonist's story, Edward Kenway. He was really good. I actually am playing the Strider relaunch that they put out for PS3. I got it off PlayStation Network. I have been playing. I beat a few games recently. I beat Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen. It's okay. It was only okay. I could live without it. I also have been playing Borderlands 2.
Woo!
I actually got it from PlayStation Plus. They actually have it's a service that's on PlayStation Network where you pay a fee and they provide free games that you could download to your system. Every month they put out like maybe 2 or 3 new games. On that service, I've beaten Infamous 2. I've also beaten Uncharted 3.
Oh my gosh.
I also have. That's where I got Borderlands from. I just recently downloaded the new Tomb Raider. My best friend Tanya tells me it's trash, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I think I'm gonna get back into handheld gaming. I see a lot of people at the Mac. With the Macs with 3DSs, I kind of want to get into it. I think Bravely Default is awesome, so I might try it. Hopefully by next year I have a lot more stuff to report.
Okay. That is.
Me, I haven't really been. Mostly, I've been doing a lot of video editing. Only recently have I really caught up. I started playing a few games that I've had, been meaning to recently. Like I've been wanting to play Alan Wake. Or actually, I never really thought about playing Alan Wake. It was on sale and I grabbed it on a whim. But it ended up being surprisingly good. Like a lot better than I ever would have thought I'd give it credit for.
Yeah, I've seen it at
it's
this house.
It's one of the best like survival horror games. It actually gives you that feeling of
like,
survival horror. Yeah, you're like, oh no. But so yeah, I beat that, with the pack I downloaded, it came with the DLC, American Nightmare, the Real American Nightmare. So whenever I get back from MagCon, I'm probably gonna play that. Outside of that, it hasn't really been a whole lot. It's mostly free-to-play games, which is really funny because I used to give free-to-play games so much crap.
You should go into previous episodes of MagCast.
I'm probably.
Oh, look at those!
And
But
who's been playing Path of Exile
I've been playing Hearthstone. I've been playing Path of Exile. I've been playing Loadout. I will be playing Dungeon Defenders 2 whenever that comes out. I mean, it's good stuff.
Yeah, but see, that's done correctly.
It's not
that penny grabbing.
Right.
So there are ways to do free to play.
You just can't do microtransactions.
You can do microtransactions. You can't do microtransactions that affect the gameplay.
That's easy for you to say.
You can't make it play to win.
Like, for example, Path of Exile, you can't purchase anything with real money that would give you a benefit over other players in the game. Like
through the game,
and that's a really good way to do it. Me, K-Jack, Mayokai, Faye, and, well, no, not Iz. I've all been playing on the new the Vol expansion on the hardcore difficulty, and it has been insanely fun. And in fact, I look forward to getting back on that whenever we get back into town.
Well, cool.
And whenever I haven't played Bravely Default. My wife has been having the 3DS locked up, but
this is about what you're playing.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that's next on the dock.
Good.
I guess I better shut up then.
I guess you better.
All right,
my guy, go.
Other than like Path of Exile and Loadout, all I've been playing is a ROM hack of Final Fantasy VI.
Oh yeah, good shit.
Brave New World.
Brave New World.
And it's like, it changes like all the gameplay mechanics of the game, basically.
How so?
Certain characters can only equip a set of espers. So like Sabin, out of like the first 14 espers, can only equip 1. So he's stuck with those first 3 spells until I find something else to equip him with, and it kind of like determines stat growth, and all the weapons are changed and skills are changed. It's really cool.
Right, and the thing is, like, Sabin's not supposed to be a magic user anyways. I mean, you're going to be using Blitz most of the time anyways. It's just, it forces you to have fewer...
But you did have the ability, if you wanted to learn some spells on it, so you have them as a backup,
Come on, everybody learns
this
everyone learns
everything,
right? Yeah, but now you can't do that.
The game's also, like, much harder because of...
Just straight up, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is, like, I've been watching you play that in the Hangouts, and that was really amazing. Really thinking about doing a run of that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too,
Yeah.
actually, because I mean,
It's been a while
Same
since I
here.
played 6 anyways.
yeah,
so
I've only been in
that's-
them one time, thanks to Lantis, because
Yeah.
Who's the bad guy in that one?
Kafka.
that's-
Kafka.
Yes, I beat that one too when I was a kid. I beat that one. Yo, Kafka's awesome, bro. He was like the only Final Fantasy villain that won. Like,
Yeah, pretty.
That's what I've always
he
said.
was the guy that created the cult, right?
Yes.
Or
Yeah, and then he won, and then you just got to do something about him after he's already won.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a revenge.
Yeah, it's about revenge. That shouldn't have been about him.
Spoiler alert for Final Fantasy
Oh,
VI,
I'm
so-
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I assumed everybody
Look,
did.
if you haven't played that game by now, that's your own fault. That
Yeah.
game is so old.
Yeah,
Well, okay.
the story is really good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
is. Still, if you've
Spoilers!
never played it, and you're suddenly spoiled now, it's still 100% worth the playthrough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I
Play
think
it.
after like 15 years, that
Yeah,
you're
it's longer than that.
yeah, well, I'm just saying. I think that's like a good baseline. After 15 years, you can't
You
get
no
mad
longer
again
have spoiled
spoiled.
rights. Yeah.
I would just
Especially
like
when
to-
people spoil The Walking Dead the day after.
Now that's not cool.
No.
I would just like to point out that Gogli has not beaten or gotten that far yet, and he's in the hangout right now listening to this.
Oh,
Whoops.
Oh well. Well, I said 15 years, right?
This guy's my lawyer.
It's still worth playing.
yes.
You don't know how he won.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
that's good shit.
Dre, what are
That's
you
good shit.
playing?
Oh my god.
Right now, I'm playing Quest 64.
What?
You know,
Really?
you know what? You know what? I have to actually say, yeah.
What's
Okay,
Quest
okay. Quest 64, I played that as a kid, and I will fully admit there are a shit ton of problems with the game. But as far as nostalgia goes, it's not that bad, guys. Like Lane just throws pillows at. It's not that bad.
every time somebody says it's not that bad, it's like, I was just throwing something.
I have the best way to describe it. It's like, it's not bad. I mean,
I'm out of
it's not-
pillows.
they didn't necessarily do anything wrong. It's just that they didn't put any special effort into it. The game has polish, but that's all it has is polish. It's like if you took a penny and polished it. It might look all nice and shiny,
It's still
but it's
one
still
cent.
yeah. That's basically what it amounts
Wow.
to.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
But before Quest 64, I also finally beat Sonic the Hedgehog, the original, for the first time.
Oh, very nice.
I actually got
Fuck that
100%,
game.
collected all 6K as emerald, so
Yay.
Oh.
that was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
And along with that, I was also beat a Nintendo 64 game called Hybrid Heaven, which
Huh.
is not a very easy game to describe. It's a game by Konami. It has elements of Metal Gear Solid, but it's not really an espionage game. It has sort of espionage elements here and there, but it's mainly an RPG with 2D fighter elements thrown in.
Huh.
Sounds a little like God Hand.
I don't know.
I still need to
That's
play that.
bad.
I've been wanting to.
God
play
has
that.
amazing.
Yeah.
But I beat that for the first time as well, and apparently there's 6 final battles in a row in that one.
Oh gosh.
I lost one of them
I see.
Oh.
after a long cutscene.
Oh.
At the fake out ending. It was during the fake out ending. All of a sudden, oh wait, by the way, the final boss, yeah, he has another form still. And I died.
I have one more thing to add to my list that I have done recently. Are you done?
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay, I have one before we end that off. For like the 4th time in my life,
Yeah.
I have once again tried to give Unlimited Saga a chance.
Oh man.
And it still maintains its status as Unlimited Suck.
I believe that. That's so true.
Why
It's-
do you do that?
Because I actually
It's-
enjoyed the ever-loving shit out of
The Saga game.
Frontier Saga and the second one. And when the third one came out, it's Frontier Saga 2 or whatever. And when Unlimited Saga came out, I was so excited. I think I bought it on like the first or second day. Like honestly, I was so excited, and that game was such an utter failure. And to this day, it still haunts me. It's like Chrono Cross with you, Lantis. Like honestly.
The music's good.
I'm
Like-
about to do the same thing with Dragon Quest.
Oh my, exactly.
No.
Same type of scenario. It's just like
So-
you like the first set of games, and you really want to love that sequel or that third in the series or whatever, and you're just like you have to keep trying.
I'm trying to think of a
It's not
time
worth it.
when I had something like that, and I was like, no, this is good. This is good. Oh, it's not that great.
I got one. I got
You-
one.
you do?
When
Don't
they
you
put
mean
out
like
the,
Sonic
the
and Knuckles?
first.
Oh. Well.
All,
No.
all the Sonic games that you.
Well, the thing is.
After Sonic 3 Knuckles.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
Sonic
no, I
CD.
mean, Sonic Adventure was alright. I mean, it was alright, and Sonic Adventure 2 was alright too. But then
Hey,
after,
here you go.
okay. You know what?
Making
I did
excuses.
try. I tried to like Sonic Heroes. But that game is terrible. It's one of the only games I've ever had that made me throw my controller at the wall hard. I don't throw my controller. I'm extremely patient.
Didn't BioWare make a Sonic game? I know it sounds crazy. Say that.
Yeah,
but
this
yeah,
was
they
like
did
the,
an
the
RPG.
Dark Brotherhood.
Was it
I never played it.
No.
Oh,
I'll
poor.
tell you a game I was totally, utterly disappointed by, and I bought probably second day it came out. I can't even remember the full name of it. It was the Fire Emblem one that came out with Marked in it.
Oh,
Shadow Dragon.
Yeah.
That
shit
was a
so
disappointment.
bad, bro.
I
never tried the game
a
in
perfect
fact.
game.
Yeah,
I
I love the Fire Emblem. I'm with you on that.
Shadow Dragons was so
Bad.
It was. It
The
was
graphics looked terrible.
like,
I was
it
like,
was
are you
just
serious?
so
They should have just made it
meh.
cartoonish. Just like
they
before.
smeared Vaseline on all the characters.
Yeah.
First of all,
They looked all shiny and round.
and all the advancements that have taken place since, like they started doing the whole Fire Emblem in the United States. They took all that away.
Yeah,
So
Fire
like,
Emblem
the
and Fire
system
Emblem,
was
the Sacred Stones for
worse.
3D. I mean, not 3DS, but just Game Boy Advance
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I expected the same thing for the. I can't even say 3DS. I don't want to say 3DS. I want to say
It was just
DS.
DS. It was just
Yeah,
DS.
for DS, it was really bad.
Yeah, that game did so bad.
I never
that-
traded in a game in 3 days in my whole life except for that. I bought it brand new and traded it in within 3 days.
Yeah, they didn't even release another DS game because that game
Yeah,
sold poorly.
there was another. They didn't translate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because nobody cared.
So
Because it was a bad game. Now, of course, Awakening is
Awakening
amazing.
was awesome.
Yeah, Awakening
Yeah,
too.
that was.
So basically, like all these games are pretty much how I feel about all the Suda 51 games. Every
Don't you
single
even
one
start.
I've been
Don't you even
playing,
start
I'm
with
like, this
that.
is this sounds like it'd be good, but it's.
Nah.
Now, see, I'm a fan of Suda 51.
Me
I'm
too.
so sorry. I am
No,
so sorry.
I'm so sorry for you.
No,
Because
where's the pillow?
I
Can
just
I
like
get a
that. I just like that eclectic. Fine, I'll just hold this. I just like that eclectic style of game ideas and gameplay that he brings to the table.
Yeah, like crap.
Crap.
Okay, well, anyway, that's all I do.
Crap.
All right, so
Actually, there is one more thing I remembered to bring up about that game that I was talking about earlier on the Nintendo 64, Hybrid Heaven.
mhm.
It's definitely a slow game. Not everybody would like it, but man, that ending was really satisfying. I won't really spoil why, but
Sorry.
it was interesting. And they threw in a little bit of voice acting towards the end, which was interesting for a Nintendo 64.
Yeah, but look.
All the characters turn into dolphins in Small Way.
No.
Turtly.
Turtly.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Dolphinately.
And now I'm done.
Really rad.
Okay. We got everybody's in, so let's go on to next topic, which is the one making all these big waves around. So lately, Dark Souls 2 and Titanfall have come out.
I have not had experiences with
I know that nobody here has played Titanfall, but we
I didn't
can.
know.
Oh, you played Titanfall?
Yeah.
I played
Hey, Jack?
Titanfall. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't own Titanfall, but my friend Devin is massively into shooters.
Yeah.
And I played it at his house. Okay.
All right. Well, please tell us about
Okay,
Titanfall.
so I have already had arguments with Lantis over this
Yeah,
scenario,
I'm
so I
all
don't
sparing
necessarily
you.
know how everyone's feelings about games like Call of Duty or like
Blobs.
Battlefield
Blobs.
or anything like that are.
Blobs.
But if you like shooters, if you like games like that, okay,
Yeah.
Titanfall is so incredibly satisfying. Okay, like overall, it's like okay. You take Call of Duty, you take I don't know, like Assassin's Creed or something like that. Okay?
Something with parkour.
Yeah, something with parkour in it. Okay.
So Mirror's Edge.
And
Mirror's
then you
Edge.
take like fucking, I don't know, Armored Core or some shit like that. Okay.
Huh.
So you basically mash all three of them together, and that's what you get. You get freaking a good shooter if you like shooters. Okay.
Mhm.
You're parkouring all over. You're running up walls. You're jumping into windows. You're not just like running, oh, let's run along the ground and run into this building and run up the stairs and sit in the window and shoot at people. No, you are always moving. Shit is always blowing up around you. Because the other part of the game is it's not just the players in the game. It's a rebellion. So like each side has the people playing in the game, and then they have enemy soldiers that are running around, just like minion soldiers running around shooting and blowing up stuff and killing people too. So it's a massive fight with gunfire everywhere, explosions everywhere.
So it's Michael Bay the game.
Yeah, it's Michael Bay the game. Like actually, yeah, it's Michael Bay the game.
Wow.
But it is so satisfying if you enjoy hectic, fast-paced shoot 'em ups. It's so good, and the Titans are not overpowering. They're not, the end-all be-all of the game. Everyone has the ability to take out a Titan. You can jump on its back, shoot into it, But the whole game is very balanced,
Mm-hmm.
Like having a Titan is good, not having a Titan is good, so on and so forth. But the most satisfying thing, hands down, okay? So when you finally get your Titan, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you call that bitch in, and the thing drops, right? So you basically like put a little targeter on the ground where it's gonna drop. You can drop that on people. You can drop that on other Titans.
Wow.
And that thing will destroy whatever it hits when it lands. It's actually an achievement. It's so incredibly satisfying to drop your Titan on people and just squish them.
Wow.
So satisfying.
Yeah, it sounds fun. Now, Titanfall is not only for Xbox One, boo, but it's also
PC.
for PC.
Fuck yeah.
So, if you do like the concept of Titanfall, which I kind of do, you can just buy it for PC.
PC Max Race.
Clink.
But yeah, I mean, that game sounds pretty fun.
I kind of,
I
I
like
like
it
it there now.
Look,
after having heard that.
Yeah.
The like seeing a little guy take out a Titan. There's like you can crawl up on him and get to a spot on his head and rip a panel off and like shove like a EMP in his head or something.
Yeah, anything can take out a Titan. You can jump off of a building. You're flying off this building, land on a Titan,
And start
and
ripping
just
panels
rip
off.
panels off and start throwing grenades in or shooting in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's great. But at the same time, the guy piloting it has the chance to jump out of his Titan, flip around, and shoot you off of his Titan, and then
come
get
back
back in.
Yeah, so it really is balanced in that way. I was surprised that they made Titanfall a 6v6.
I think they're actually. I'm hoping that it'll be a scenario where they update the game.
Expand, perhaps.
Currently, the only games I've seen, and I think what it is currently limited to, is basically 250 stock. So it counts minion kills, Titan kills, human kills, and it's basically the first team that gets to 250 wins. Well, you think, okay, it's 6v6, that's going to take forever. But there's little non-player soldiers running around all over the place. You're killing people left and right. People are dying from explosions hand and foot.
By the way.
That takes like 10 minutes or less. 10 minutes if you're lucky to finish an entire match. I'm really hoping that they make larger scenarios like 10 on 10 and upwards of that, and also have scenarios where they can go up to like 500 stock, 1,000 stock, or something like that. For
Right.
all the
Not
games.
everything can be massive action game.
I want to ask a question though. I think probably they had probably a lot of stuff always going on.
Yeah.
So if they put more than 6 versus 6, they might suffer. The game might suffer. The
It
experience
might.
suffer.
It might. It's potential. It's possible, and I get that, but a part of me still hopes that they do add something like that in. Just patch that shit in and make it.
I don't see why they couldn't. Because, somebody mentioned MAG. But yeah, so I did play Mag for PS3, and it was 256 players at, during its peak. You could get into a game that had that many people
Exactly.
in it, and it was funny because it was like a big domination thing. But that's besides the point. Anyway, but that of course ended, like they cut that thing all the way off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, So that disc is now a coaster.
Yeah.
I heard it's Mag glitchy. It was Mag glitchy though.
It wasn't that glitchy.
Then why did they stop with it?
No, they stopped it because it just
Lost steam.
they lost steam, and
Without players, there's no game.
well, there's still people there, but they don't want to support it anymore. But I brought that up because Titanfall is a multiplayer only game.
Yeah.
So at one point in the future, that could just stop.
I really.
Oh, there's no
I
campaign?
anticipate. Huh?
No.
Oh.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. There actually is a campaign, but it's a multiplayer campaign. You are playing through the storyline. You can play through the storyline of Titanfall, but as you do, they're multiplayer matches. So you basically queue up for the next part of the story, get into a match, and
They tell the story.
Now-
and you hear like audio clips, like people telling you, okay, this is what's going on. This is what you need to do, so on and so forth.
Now,
And it's just a massive rebellion. I don't know that there's a whole lot of story to it. I mean, honestly, I haven't experienced that much of it. But there is something there. I do know that. But as far as like a single player campaign, yeah, no, that's not.
and it needs to be said, this is EA. So if you do play on PC,
Well,
you're
only
gonna
downfall. There is
Yeah,
EA.
it is EA.
It is EA.
Boo.
And so you have to have an origin.
SimCity fame.
Yeah, so you'll have to have an origin account, and you'll have to be signed into that. And,
Why got ruin a good game like that? I was thinking like,
Well,
I'm gonna
that's-
go.
yeah, I don't like
that's
if
the
you
only
know
problem.
you can't get it
I
on
don't-
Steam.
I don't think that is really that big of a deal if
Well-
the game is online anyway. I mean, if
Yeah.
it was SimCity 4, then yeah.
Okay,
so
I just don't want to work.
So
on
here's
it.
the thing.
I'm
Here's my
like,
defense of like a game like Titanfall in the EA atmosphere. EA can suck a fat one, yes.
Agreed.
But at the same time,
Rainbow Bonanza.
most of the games that come from EA are not made by EA. They're made by great companies
Yeah, they're just
that
published
develop
by-
wonderful games,
Right.
and they do deserve at least a look at. Like
It's
if
just
in the end you're like, nah, I'm not gonna risk it because it's EA and they've burned me too many times in the past. Fine, that's fair enough. But don't just immediately discredit it
Right.
just because it's
no,
EA.
and I'm not crapping on the game
Yeah.
like Titanfall
I
for
think it
that.
sounds great.
It's EA who tacks on the
Exactly.
microtransactions. It's EA that tacks on
They ruin good games.
the
Pretty
paid-
much, yeah. I can agree with that, and they have the possibility of doing that with Titanfall. But I would say if you like shooters and if you're looking for your next one, like Titanfall's gonna
That's
be
probably
worth
your
it for
jam.
you right now.
Right.
Okay, well, fair enough. All right, let's move to
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls 2. Has anybody played
I couldn't. I had to come
any of this series?
I ain't no casual.
I've played them. I never beat either of them. I played
I'm gonna
them.
tell you the truth, man. I played Demon Souls, and Dark Souls is the spiritual successor of that, right?
Yes.
But that being the case, I can never imagine purchasing anything like that ever again. It's so hard. Okay, in a normal game, there's a learning curve. So even if you suck at first, just by sheer repetition, you learn and you get better. That's how you learn, by repeating and failing. And Dark Souls destroys that entire concept. It is so hard that it is not for casual gamers at all. I don't understand how they keep making enough money to make new ones.
Yeah, there's no learning curve.
There is no learning
There's
curve
a
in
wall.
those
It's
Yeah.
just a wall.
They purposely troll you in those games too, because both games, Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls, and I assume Dark Souls 2, they start off with a tutorial level where they tell you the controls and they tell you how to attack.
Yeah.
Well, they don't like pop up. It's like if you read this message, you know how to attack now, or maybe you didn't read it and you don't know how to do it. But there's an enemy 10 feet ahead of you. You better learn how to
And
do
there's
it.
the boss.
And
This
this
boss.
dude shooting arrows at you. You better learn how to block.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, with me, when I got Demon Souls, it was good because, like you were saying, they had the little tutorial messages, and then when you get to the boss,
get to the boss.
it's an ultimate demon. who immediately destroys
He
you.
kills you in one hit.
One
and it's
hit.
Like, you have died.
Yeah.
Now
What?
the game begins.
Yes, that's how your game begins.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're,
But that's not even the part that I'm talking about. After you're, I understand that you have to die just to get the game going. I understand that. But with that being the case, it's no fun.
Yeah.
There's no reward. Like, you know, when you get better at a game, you feel rewarded when you can use this new power or this new ability or you're faster, stronger, that you can see. You're always the same level in Demon's Souls, and it sucks.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. Okay. The only reward to it is you know that you got further. You know that you beat this part.
I did it.
You
That's
know
it.
that you. That's the only there. No, because you're right. There's no. Oh yeah, cool upgrades. You know,
Yeah.
or level ups.
Yeah,
or
it's-
I'm better. Or
it's
no.
different.
It's just. Did you get further? Your progression doesn't feel like.
It doesn't feel good.
No.
I never played a game like
and
that
I'm
when
not
you just
gonna lie,
don't feel good.
I
Like
fucking love it.
I like it too.
I respect the fact. I
love it.
respect hardcore gamers that play it because that shit is dick freaking hard, bro. That shit is so bad. It's so bad. It's no fun at all. You can't. It's not a game that you can just pick up and play for an hour and be and say.
Yeah, you gotta commit. You gotta buy
You
that
gotta
thing a
commit
ring.
lifestyle points to that shit. You have to
No.
always be on it trying to get better.
Now the thing is, from what I've heard, that Demon Souls 2 is the most balanced Demon Souls.
I've heard
it
it's
reduced.
a little easier.
Yeah, it reduced all the extreme difficulty a bit,
And they're strong.
and it's more balanced and everything. Like
So
it's
that's-
not. So it seems to be like the perfect mix of Demon Souls and Dark Souls.
So
man,
that's
that shit
the
is not
version.
fun. I don't want to play that shit.
So that's the version for the casuals, right?
Yeah.
And it must be
According to the people who like Dark Souls, Dark
Yeah,
Souls
it's
2
casual.
is too casual.
It's the it's casual garbage.
It's casual and it's still gonna kick you in the dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
In other words, the new
They
meme
lost me as a
is
fan of that shit.
go play Dark Souls 2 casual.
Yes. Go back to Dark Souls 2.
Wow.
I'm personally probably gonna be picking it up, and
I
I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
it.
I'll
Faye,
pick it up when
Faye?
I Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not downgrading. I'm just saying it's not for
You
casual
got that.
fans.
Yeah, no,
I'll probably
I
jump
get
in.
you. And it's not really, it's really not. It's not
Yeah.
enjoyable, but I still love the shit
I
out
would
of
like
it.
Yeah, it's so interesting to get your ass whipped constantly.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like
Dude.
me loving roguelikes. Like they are so punishing, and there's nothing fun about most of them, but I still love them.
I
You know?
don't like
Oh, on freaking hardcore.
I don't
Like
like
you
Demon
do.
Souls really, but it's intriguing.
Yeah.
That is so hard, and I just try to like sort of inch my way around.
One thing I'd like to mention is that those games have some of the coolest multiplayer features of like any
I'll agree with
series
that.
all that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Invading another person's world and just killing them, and it's like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
And I heard the guilds and the groups that you can join are really
and
fun.
like in Dark Souls, there's a bunch of different people you can talk to and join their like clan, their NPCs, and the clans are all multiplayer based. Some have you go to people's worlds and help them beat bosses or stuff like that. Some have you go to other worlds and kill the other player.
Which we know how that works.
You get rewarded for killing the other player. But one thing is in Demon Souls, there was a boss that you fought in one dungeon that when you go there, if there's another player playing the game at the same time is in that dungeon, when you get to the boss, it can summon that other player, and that player becomes the boss. And he becomes the boss, and you have to fight
beat him
him.
to win.
Yeah, but if there's not another player, it's just like a AI controlled boss, and like that's super cool. I don't think they did that with Dark Souls, but I hope.
Now, if you're playing it on PC, you're gonna be connected to the internet.
Right.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I'll go ahead. But you know what? I just realized that I did beat a single boss in Demon Souls.
Yes, I beat the first
Yeah,
boss.
Yeah, I beat the first boss.
No. You clap at that.
No,
but that
I know.
shit actually,
I know.
that means something.
That is huge.
That fucking means something.
Yeah,
And I guarantee you, he probably played 40 hours before he got it. That game is so bad, bro. I hate
No,
that
this
shit.
this about 10 hours.
Stressful. I never felt a
It
video
was-
game stress me like that.
It was so hard.
I'm gonna die of a heart attack before I'm like 40 from video games like that,
Demon Souls!
and from fucking decathlons.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking
Yeah.
those gun-based
My
games.
heartbeat was in my ear.
Oh my god.
I need to pick games that are less stressful for you guys.
It's not the game. The games themselves
It's what's
aren't
on
that
the line.
It's the pressure.
It's the pressure of
Yeah.
the competition, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Mm.
It's all on the line.
Yeah, I hated Dark Souls so much. I can't even lie to you. I downloaded it on PlayStation Plus like I did with Tomb Raider.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I used to feel so bad about myself after losing so many times. I used to have to go somewhere and like sit with my friends and
I think
let them replenish my kindness and good spirit.
maybe the fact that you got it for free, your tolerance
Yeah.
would whittle up and down. Because if you paid for that game, you're like, no, I paid. No, I'm going to play this game and I'm going to do
You
well
will
at
bash
it.
your head into it
I
repeatedly.
paid for Demon Souls.
So
Bro, I played that shit so many. You don't understand that I played so long and did not leave the hub. Like the hub area where you respawn. There's one of the first levels is this castle.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, there's just a bridge going up to the castle. Yo, I know I died 11 times, 30, 11, 12, 15 times on that fucking bridge.
Yep.
And the crazy thing is you'll go way beyond that, die, get put back there, and start getting
Die
probably die
another
6
couple
more
times.
times
Oh, yeah,
before you get back to the
One
castle.
thing-
You need to get your souls back.
Yeah, yeah, stuff back.
In
Or
Dark,
try
Souls, in
to.
Dark Souls 2, there's a thing where if you kill the same enemy enough times, they permanently disappear. They don't respawn anymore.
Huh.
So, like, I guess if you died enough times and did
But-
that bridge over and over
Yeah,
again,
you-
That's
that's
actually.
That's kind of bad.
That's. Wow.
You can't grind.
you can't
souls
grind
back.
souls.
Yeah. But still, at the same time, like, you can't grind souls.
no, you
but-
can grind souls, just not indefinitely.
Yeah.
And, well, not yet, but.
But
I mean,
I'm not sure how many times it is.
Yeah.
when it
I'm
happens.
sure it's gonna be enough.
Probably like 100 or 200.
And you know it's real because people leave the messages for you in Demon Souls. And the message is literally you're gonna die here.
Oh, and they'll troll you. They'll troll you too. It's like
This
don't
is
go,
not
don't go
a-
in here and there's nothing there.
You know how many
You'll
times
die.
I've seen messages that say this game sucks. I'm gonna commit suicide if I die here one more time.
Screw this game. Screw it.
I just want to leave messages everywhere. I don't even want to beat the game. I just want to like quit while you can.
Alright, well, we got one last topic to go into, and we'll call it a MagCast. Because we don't do that already.
Oh wow. He
Wow.
has the
Da,
cool
da, da,
jokes
da,
I did
da.
down.
How do you troll your own stuff?
Okay, so there's a rumor going around, but it's probably not a rumor. It's
But
probably
Ixion's
likely.
gay.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Yes, that
I
is
heard-
a rumor.
You heard that too?
Did you
Yeah.
hear
I heard
that?
that.
You heard that?
Well, who's your info person?
MagChat. You
Yeah.
typed it.
Oh, I didn't type that.
I thought I could have sworn I saw that.
I didn't type that, by the way.
I
Anyways,
saw
what's your
it.
name?
It said you typed it.
I,
It said
just
Ixion.
because I was signed
Rumor
in.
confirmed.
Rumor confirmed.
Uh,
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Half-Life unconfirmed.
yeah, okay, fine.
Basic
So-
game do well.
So Sony is set to release a Rift-like device at the Game Developers Conference. So, what do you think about the future of VR?
Can I
You
go
think it's a
first?
gimmick or a revolution? Faye would like to go first, so please.
I've seen some Oculus Rift stuff with them upskirts.
Oh, Oculus Sex.
Them soulless anime girls.
Oh gosh, it's not just upskirt. Like there are
It
people
gets
have
dirty.
made third-party like not applications but machines to do things to you.
Here's my thing. I know it's probably gonna revolutionize games, and probably in the future we're gonna have these dorky ass things over our eyes. Like, wow, this is so immersive. But sometimes games frame rates now give me a headache. I'm sure that thing, like people who've gotten it said they had so many bad headaches at first. It takes it's like a period of getting used to, but I don't know. I prefer a controller. That's it.
well,
and a TV.
A
And
TV.
TV.
Yeah.
But I
Or a
don't need
handheld
a-
screen.
I don't. Yeah, handheld. I need a. Yeah.
When do we get to the point where they're not games anymore? Where I put on this helmet and then somebody really shoots at me. And then I pay for this
So
experience.
that's my thought.
Okay, what about you, Dre? Gimmick or revolution?
Virtual reality has been around for years. If it hasn't taken off before, it's not going to take off now.
eh.
No?
Just like it's like 3D.
Yeah.
I mean, do I really have to mention the Virtual Boy?
Huh.
No,
Dude,
no, you're correct.
Telero Boxer OG. Freaking, have y'all played Telero Boxer?
No.
I have.
Man.
Wait,
You
what?
need to get good.
Okay.
Did you own a Virtual Boy?
No, I'm not emulator.
Oh.
But
That's
okay, well,
horrible.
there we go. That's Dre's opinion of Vax, aka my opinion.
I've seen some Oculus Rift, some VR games, and really they don't look interesting to me.
Yeah,
Like-
it's early.
Like, the people making the games for them, they don't seem to be putting a lot of effort into stuff. The most interesting thing I've seen is a VR game where you play as a dolphin, taking a test in a school, and your goal is to
yes.
cheat off of other dolphins without getting caught by
That
the
was
teacher.
amazing. I've seen that. You have
By-
to throw
by
erasers.
looking
You gotta like
around.
look over, but you can't have the teacher catch you looking at other people. Like there's questions that you don't know the answers to. It's multiple choice.
Yeah.
So what you literally have to do is look over the shoulder of other dolphins in the class, see their answer, and then copy it.
Yeah, that's really the most interesting thing I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Flash game.
There is a Flash game that's like that,
Yeah.
Huh.
actually. Just not
Oh.
dolphins.
Oh, I know. Yeah, there is a Flash game like that.
The only
It involves dots.
Yes, I
Huh.
know that game.
okay.
All right. Well, Lantis, what about you?
Well, it's not a question. It is a gimmick. Like period.
Yeah.
It is hands down a gimmick. Now, if it becomes a staple, that's another thing. Like Rumble Pack, like an N64, that was a gimmick. It caught on, and now it's standardized. Like, I mean, that doesn't make it a revolution. It was just a nice addition. So
It
people-
revolutionized controllers.
I guess, kind
Yeah,
of.
for using them as sex toys for some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
It revolutionized controllers for immersion for some people.
The-
Yeah.
And for the
Games.
Xbox Live Indie Arcade.
And as far as like interacting with the world, I think the best game for like actual physical manipulation is a game called Stumpy the Elephant,
Stumpy.
where you literally have a nose and you can swing your head around and the trunk will interact with things. That's actually kind of involving you with the world in a semi-tangible sense, right? And the idea is ridiculous. It's stupid and silly. But the thing is, I don't know how you're going to be able to do that in like a serious manner, like to make a legitimate game. Like right now, the Oculus Rift is out, and it's mostly just like the only Oculus Rifts that exist that people have are development kits, right? So it's not like there's nothing set in stone. There's nothing official. Nothing's done. So it's just gonna have to see where it is. For me, I'm not that worried about it. I like my games the way they are. I'll be happy regardless. So.
Yeah, I'll be interested in whenever we see actual games.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, that is true. Well, I know that John Carmack was or is working on that Doom 3 Oculus game. So, which is, you put the eyes or the headset on and you are the Doom guy or whatever.
The Doom guy.
But
That's what he's called.
That's his name,
The
I
Doom
think.
guy.
So yeah, I mean, there will be. There's actually another game where that somebody's making where you're in a cockpit and you can actually look at all of your controls and touch them and manipulate all of your controls while looking at them. And it's a space.
Now, you know what would actually
space fighter game.
You know what would actually make that like a legitimate VR experience is if that in real life you actually sat in the cockpit. So when you look down the cockpit, you see a joystick. You reach out and you grab it, and then you actually grab a real joystick, so you can feel it in your hand and see it in your hand in game.
That's it. It seems like a perfect game for like Steel Battalion.
Oh yeah, Steel Battalion would be
Yeah.
great.
So
Like they tried that with Kinect.
Oh no! Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
that
That
didn't.
didn't go too well.
Yeah, when you were describing that Doom game, it's like, okay, so instead of being in first person view on a TV screen, you're in first person view wearing goggles.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo.
Put your head close to the TV.
Yeah. Yeah. Alan, please go ahead.
I think it definitely is a gimmick, but everything starts as a gimmick. You got to remember. The thing I think will most influence any of it, I think they'll probably get better and better with the technology. So all of us will probably think that, well, this might be cool. But the price point, I think, will be the most important thing about anything. just like everybody went out and got a PS2, but when PS3 came, they sold a lot of them, but it wasn't like everybody had a PS2. I knew plenty of people that didn't have a PS3 the first week.
I still don't have a PS3.
Yeah, so you got to think about how much is it really going to cost to make this a reality. I think that's important. I think that's the reality of they expect eventually you expect everybody to have a PS4, or Xbox One if that's what you prefer. You know what I mean?
No.
Did I interrupt your opinion?
Yes, feel free to.
But I lost my train of thought.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, it's gonna be really expensive.
Yeah, but it really does.
Well,
at least at first.
Well, I guess you could look at it like this, right? Standard movies. Everybody thinks that movies it's movie tickets are expensive, right? There's just a pretty high cost to get in and watch a movie for 2 hours, right? Well, the 3D movies, IMAX screens, and all that stuff, they cost even more than that, right? But people still do it. People still go in. They still pay it. So honestly, it doesn't matter if they jack that price up whenever VR becomes a real thing or whatever. There are going to be people out there that buy it.
Of course.
I mean,
are they going to make enough money to make it worthwhile at first?
But the thing is,
movies are doing well.
What they need to do.
The problem with 3D. Okay, just to interject on that scenario, the problem with 3D movies is most people who go to movies don't necessarily care whether they're going to a digital or a 3D, and they go purely based off time. So if a time showing has a 3D showing and it doesn't have the digital, they're gonna watch the 3D because that happens quite frequently with people.
That's how it was with me and The Lion King.
So that kind of scenario is kind of skewed because most people I know anyways would prefer to just watch a normal digital movie, but they'll end up watching 3D movies just because the timing is right.
Yeah, I understand, but like I was saying, the thing about Oculus Rift is that the actual feel of what you're saying needs to be so good in order to justify a higher price. Because if you're gonna be like, oh well, this costs $400 and you have a TV shot to your head, it's not it's not gonna be anything. But
I think it's gonna be a lot more than $400. Honestly.
Well, no, I don't think so. I don't think it was.
What? Well,
it's under $400.
I'm assuming this is going to be an add-on to a console, right? That it's not going to be its own thing.
I think it's going to be its own thing.
I think it's going to be its own thing.
No, it's not its own console. At least I know that they are using PC as a base platform.
Right, like you have a PC, and this is just an additional device.
Yeah, as far as visual.
And with that said, I can see a $500-$600 tag on it. I see it.
That's not mainstream at all.
If you want to buy those extra sex peripherals, maybe.
Absolutely.
You know what? We're laughing, but everything that's ever won a horror award has had porn on it. Everything. Do we have Betamaxes? No. Because you know why? Because they didn't allow porn. That's why.
Alright. My turn. Okay.
Yeah, KJ, please.
Okay.
So, thanks for joining me in MagCast. We'll catch you next week.
Virtual reality. Okay. Virtual reality. Yeah, jumping on the porn part. No. Okay, so virtual reality. Okay, so we already went through this, what was it, 10, 15 years ago, some odd.
Yeah,
Okay, so the part of the reason why, it didn't take off in the beginning because, let's face it, the technology sucked ass.
It wasn't there yet.
It was not anywhere near there in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It was just the concept was there, someone really liked the concept, and someone said, let's push the concept, even though the concept is not going to work right now. Let's just go for it. And it tanked horribly.
It did.
But since then, technology has rapidly improved, so dramatically. Things nowadays are, it's not even incremental, it's just ridiculoly improved.
From 15 years ago?
From 15 years ago?
We've had an explosion.
Oh my god. So, it's still not there yet. The problem is that, like you were saying earlier, for any of this to actually work the way it should, it has to be so ridiculously advanced and work in every way imaginable. But in the end, another 10, 15 years down the road, virtual reality is more than likely going to be everything. It's not going to just be video games. You're going to be using virtual reality on so many things in the world, period. And yes, your sexual, situations are probably going to be a very big part of that as well.
Oh yeah.
And okay, so you think about it, think about it in anime terms, okay? Yeah, we've all seen animes where virtual realities are a massive thing. That's not just a fairy tale concept. That's going to happen.
Sword Art Online.
Yeah, that is going to happen. It is just a matter of time before technology becomes that advanced. The technology is not that advanced yet, though. This time around, it's going to be the same time as the last time around. It's going to get a little bit more media coverage because, let's face it, gaming itself is a bit bigger than it used to be.
Yep.
And that's pretty much it. So you're going to get about the same response. You're going to get a lot more people looking at it, but it's still going to tank. Like, it might hold on for a little while, and it might actually hold on to the point to where the technology, if we get another explosion, to where the technology increases so much that it can just adapt upwards to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I find that very doubtful.
Yeah.
But still, get ready. In another 10, 15 years, that's what you're going to be playing your games on. And I, for one, am ridiculously looking forward to it.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to buying some VR games. Hentai.
Dude, I can't wait.
I mean, okay. Just the mere concept of being able to fully immerse yourself in whatever you are experiencing is, how the fuck do you beat that? It's basically the gamer's nerdgasm dream of putting yourself into the fantasy world you're playing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Star Wars connects.
And the other thing is when you go into a situation like this where there's so much ability to mod it and make your own stuff out of it, with how the internet is right now with open source shit.
Yep.
Like, when VR does eventually hit that point, it's basically just going to be create your own world that you want to live in. And then we're gonna have problems with people not coming out of virtual reality.
But
shit like that.
How many people I know that are so addicted to Minecraft they don't even leave their house?
Exactly. And then we're gonna have a new epidemic, and the world will be cold and fire. Yeah. But
and then we will have another MagCast about that.
Exactly.
But yeah, so. It looks like we're about time, so...
They said the next Antichrist will be technology.
I know what I'll immerse myself
So,
in.
why don't we just go around the room one more time, just with a random last thought, and call it back?
Random last thought.
Okay, so...
I'll go next to last.
Lance, why don't you start off?
Flappy Bird.
That's a good one.
Oh man, we should. Flappy Bird is awesome. Too bad we didn't get to talk about Flappy Bird.
Okay,
KJ.
I got my random thought, and it's actually tacked on to the virtual reality. So, virtual reality Path of Exile hardcore. Oh shit! You know what? You know what's even gonna be worse then? Then Lantis will have to look down to see.
Don't you even! You piece of crap!
And the troll circle is complete.
By the way, I hate Flappy Bird.
Mike, do you want to go next? Last. Alan?
MagCon is great. I'm looking forward to next year or before you even leave this year.
Yeah.
No.
Excellent.
Faye is awesome because she laughs at all my jokes.
Oh. Falafel.
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 And Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, wow. And Cards Against Humanity. Okay, great.
Judge Judy?
Oh! Dre.
Next year I'm bringing my Game Boy so I have something to do when you guys are playing Magic.
Always bring the handheld.
Daddy is playing Magic right
That's why
now.
they're
He'll
Wow.
feed you after he's done beating K-Jag.
He has to be Papa Lictus.
Okay, Max.
What's a land?
When VR comes out, I'm immersing myself in the world of child beauty pageants.
Oh no!
Oh
Dude.
man.
Dude, that's gonna be a thing. But
Oh, God.
you know what? You know what? At least it would be in virtual reality then.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Keep it away from everybody and themselves.
Keep them people off the street.
No, creating your own virtual reality beauty pageant person. We're gonna get some really creepy avatars.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna make the first one.
I'm gonna be a giant dick.
Well,
I already am that.
I tell you what, I want to play in virtual reality. I want to play Cards Against Humanity. In virtual reality. So when they say
that way you can actually get up and punch the person then? Oh my
no,
God.
that way you can just take him off and he's like, I'm not a horrible person. That was big bully.
until you have a nosebleed until you can get back to it.
That sounds like Dave. That sounds like just Ixion fantasizing over there, coming out winning last night.
Oh yeah, totally. Oh yeah. All right, well, that is the MagCast. God, thank you for participating, and
Let's hopefully this isn't the only one this year.
Yeah, is this coming back, or is this just like a one thing?
I'm just gonna go.
Yeah,
I enjoyed this.
yeah,
I mean,
we'll just keep it going.
All right,
As
we'll
long
see
as
how
people like
long
to do it.
goes,
I'll
huh?
keep
We'll
hosting
work
it.
out a schedule.
keep it tuned to the mag, and you'll know.
Mhm.
All right, later.